appreciate it, man.
Nah, shit ain't nothing. Hello, you want me to do the drop?
So, yeah, please, man, please.
Yeah, this the talk of New York, Tony Yayo, you net, and I'm on the show, Distortion and Static. Yo, y'all better fall back. This is #1 show in the Bay Area. You know how we do it. Here we go. Well, I'm from Southside Jamaica, Queens, and I started doing. When I was young, I was listening to the best rappers. KRS-One, Marley Marl, Big Daddy Kane was my favorite. KRS-One and Big Daddy Kane are my two favorite rappers. NWA, Fat Boys, Run DMC. When I was young, my mom's bought me the boombox. I couldn't afford the batteries though, so me and my brother had the boombox plugged up to the porch plug, and we used to listen to the Run DMC tape till the tape popped. And basically, I just been a fan of hip hop since I was young. When I was dealing with 50, when 50 got signed with Jam Master Jay a long time ago, I was still in the streets, but rapping was just a hobby. My man had turntables and a mic like this, and we used to be in the basement. We used to make tapes, and basically from there, we just moved on from there. From Jam Master Jay, we moved on to Columbia, Tone and Poke situation, but the situation didn't work out too good. 50 got shot. He had a lot of street issues as well as me. And basically from there, we went from the mixtape struggle. We started from the bottom, mixtape struggle. We was putting the mixtapes out. We distributed them to all kinds of labels in New York City. And then from there, we went to, the mixtapes played the radio, and radio made G-Unit. And bootleggers too. Shout out to the bootleggers.
Okay. Why don't you talk about the pros and cons of being on a major label, man? Because I know a major label could, take you around a lot, versus independent. So why don't you just talk about that?
The pros and cons of being on a major label is, you basically have to be hands-on with everything. Go to events, shake hands with people that's running your business, that's taking care of your album, people that's doing your marketing, like Kelly Sato, Chris Cansley, Steve Birmingham, people that's working the West Coast, or people that's working the East Coast regions like Roe, Nelson. You got to be hands-on with them, and that's the best way to do it. You can't, because there's certain rappers that, they in major labels, they think because they sign a deal, that's it. That doesn't mean anything. It's all on what are you going to do after you get the deal. It's easy to get a deal. What are you going to do after you get the deal? That's what makes the difference. And, the best bet is to go to these labels. Like, I'm signed to Interscope. I went to my marketing meeting for the first time, like, probably a couple months ago. And, my marketing meeting, I got to meet and greet and say hello to people that was working on my project and was hands-on with everything, basically. And that's how you got to do it. You can't just think that you're just signed, you're just going to let people work your project and they don't even know who you are. You know what I mean? And just like I said, just because you're signed to a major, that doesn't mean that you're going to sell millions of records. That's just the beginning. Being signed doesn't mean anything. Like I said, basically, what you could get a deal, what are you going to do after the deal? And what are you going to do to promote yourself?
Okay, well, so you've been in the game for a while, so, it's a misconception to say that you're a new artist. Yeah. But 50 did come out before you, in terms of like, the singles and the album and everything. So, is it tough living, maybe coming out after him, being in his shadow maybe, or being, him already having success than you coming out? I know people may think that, you got on because of him or whatever.
Well, the difference with me and G-Unit is I'm the energy guard of G-Unit. If you see me perform, you see my presence is definitely on the stage. You hear my music, you hear the energy into it. That's what I bring to the table. I think everybody from G-Unit brings different stuff to the tables. You see me, like I said, I'm the energy guard of G-Unit. You see Lloyd Banks. Lloyd Banks, he is like the punchline king in New York City. And you see Young Buck, and I think he's really the king of the South. You know what I mean? He has a second album done. He shows and proves every time he comes around. And 50 is just 50. He's him. He's how you say, he's just character is just crazy. You know what I mean? And basically, Tony Yayo's Tony. You know what I mean? I don't listen to what critics say, you in the shadow of 50. Nah, I'm just going to keep getting my money and do what I got to do. Because if it wasn't for 50, I'd still be on the corner selling crack. But now I'm a loyal dude, man. The dude changed my life. And I'm not going to sit here and say he didn't. But it's not like it's just him. It's a team thing together. It's a team thing. We all put our heads together. We think our ideas, and nobody thinks they're better than nobody. Who cares who sells the most records? It doesn't matter as long as we sell. Everybody in G-Unit went platinum, except for me until my album comes out. Cool,
man. Well, you were talking earlier about, the influence your music has on kids, just hip-hop music and your music specifically. Just talk about, like, I know your music may have a lot of violent messages in it, or you know, may have a negative aspect. So explain, you know, why that is, and your opinion on that.
Well, my opinion on it is I'm giving you the harsh realities of my life. I mean, you got good artists like Kanye West and Common Sense, you know, that rhyme about positive things, you know, and no disrespect to them, I like their music, but it's like me, I'm giving you the harsh realities of my life in Southside Jamaica, Queens. Common Sense, I mean, Kanye West says he's the college dropout, I'm the high school dropout. You know, and I'm giving you harsh realities of my life. In no way, shape, or form, I'm going to tell a kid, yo, do 3 years, do a 1.5 to 3, do a 5 to 15, get some hair on your chest. Whenever I'm on TV or radio, I spread this message to the kids that, you know, I mean, basically come out positive instead of negative. You see me, I came out of jail to $1 million. I'm the only person that will ever come out of jail like that. But hopefully it'll happen to somebody else. You know what I mean? And all the people that are in jail, I don't look at them in a negative way, because the things that you go through make you who you are as an individual. You know, so basically, you know, like I said, man, I'm giving you harsh realities of my life. And there's people that's out here in San Francisco, Oakland, San Jose, all these parts is going through the same thing I'm going through. There's people in neighborhoods that all they know is selling drugs. There's people in neighborhoods that got to walk around with guns out here. There's in every hood there's a ghetto, man. And basically, I'm giving you harsh realities of the ghetto and the harsh realities that I lived in the ghetto.
Okay, for sure. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of successful rappers in the past years that, you know, they're hot one day and then you never hear from them again. So, I mean, where do you see yourself, you know, maybe 2 years from now? And then where do you see yourself as well as G-Unit like 10 years from now, like, you know, way down the line?
Well, I see 10 years from now, I could still see G-Unit here being, I mean, because G-Unit is turning more into a label. We just signed Mobb Deep as well as MOP. I mean, my album comes out July 12th. I mean, 50 comparing it to Give It Your Die Trying. So I'm going to keep doing the music. I know it's going to do good. We got Olivia coming. We got Spider Low coming. You know, we just working with various artists and various endorsement deals. I got a phone deal with Zingy right now called Free Yayo. I mean, I'm working on a liquor deal. I have a sneaker deal, clothing line deal with G-Unit. I mean, all kinds of endorsements, doing real estate, all kinds of things. So, I mean, down the line where I see myself, I'm going to be honest with you, man. I'm happy to have a house and some cars because, you know, we're from the bottom, you know, and a house and a car is what me and your mother work for their whole fucking life. Excuse my, you know, cursing. I don't know if I can curse. I can curse on here?
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Oh, it's good? Sure?
Yeah, it's cool, man.
All right, I'm just saying that's something that your mother and father worked for your whole fucking life. And now I have a house around my neck. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, basically, I'm happy. Fans is like fiends, man. Even Biggie said it. One of the greatest lyrics in the world, Biggie and Tupac, but Biggie said, he said, their fans will love you one day and they'll turn your back on you the next day. That's like you having good work one day and bad work the next day. It's no different. So, you know, I'm satisfied just having a house and some cars because I'm from the bottom, man. And that's what my moms and pops worked for their whole life. And I'm spitting a couple of verses and getting it. I'm happy with that, man.
Okay, for sure, man.
Yeah.
One thing you said out there, you said that, you know, you don't really like a lot of rappers, or there's a lot of MCs that you don't get along with or whatever. I mean, can you elaborate on that?
I mean, I don't like a lot of rappers because rappers don't like us. You know, I'm not saying I hate everybody. There's artists that I like out there. I like T.I. I like Mike Jones. I think Pitbull is kind of hot. You know, there's rappers that I think is hot. You know, there might be a rapper from out here in the Bay Area that I might not know about that I like. Like, I hear everybody talking about Mac Dre that passed away. You know, I mean, with me, it's like I'm living in reality, B. You know, when let me tell you how real it is, man. Like magazines and stuff like that, when I do articles and stuff like that in the XXL, the police read it because they know this is reality with me. I've been in jail twice. One day I was out for 12 hours. I mean, it's all reality with me. And a lot of these rappers, they come out, they're mad because they're not selling no records. But the reason for you not selling no records is because you're sitting on your ass. You're not doing what you had to do. You look at rappers like Fat Joe, he had the #1 single in the country on his last album, Lean Back. But you know what? He didn't do no promotion. You know, how the fuck you think you gonna get money and be consistent if you're not working, if you're not doing interviews like this? Certain rappers think they too good to do interviews like this. Well, if it ain't BET or MTV, they not gonna do it. You know, because they had his gas. But me, 50 never changed. He sold 11 million records. Now he has 6 million records. And he would sit out here and take time to do the interview just like I would. You know, and you never think, you don't get too big for your bridges, man. You know what I mean? Because when you're not hot, nobody wants to interview. And then that's when you're begging for an interview. Let me come to your radio station. Let me come to your talk show. And by that time, it's over. You know what I mean? So me, it's not like I hate a rapper for no reason. Rappers, we all in competition. So why smile in your face when we really are in competition? You know what I mean? You don't like me. You just want to probably do a record with me so you can use my selling power. Or I won't like you, but I want to use you so I can use your selling power. You know what I mean? But my team is selling, so why do I need anybody selling power? They selling more than anybody. But at the end of the day, we're in competition with each other, and a lot of dudes show fake love. I'm not with it. You know what I mean? If I'm not with it, I'd rather not have no friends, because me, I'm a loyal. I'm happy with just my team. You know, that's the kind of dude I am. I'm not looking to, make a lot of friends in the industry at all. There's good people in the industry, and there's bad. Me, my friends, I'd rather be friends with you, the TV show. You know what I mean? I'd rather be friends, with the TV shows, the marketing people, promotional people, and radio, because that's what's make an artist. Being on a song with another rapper is not going to make me sell a lot of records all the time. Sometimes it might, sometimes it might not. But if you have relationships with radio people from TV shows, this show right here could be on MTV tomorrow. You know what I mean? And if I sit here and have a respectable interview with you, you're going to respect me, because first impression is the last impression. But like I said, man, I don't hate rappers. Rappers hate us because they not living like us. They don't got the cars. They don't got the cribs. They don't got the jewelry. And it's all was done in 2 years. We got rappers that it took a 10-year period that are still out and they ain't making no noise. They don't got no money. That's the problem.
I got one more question before we get to the album promotion. There's definitely, pros of being down with a solidified crew and everything. Are there any cons that where you find yourself guilty by association or anything like that? Like any cons of being with such a powerhouse, rap influence?
Yeah, because 50's crazy. Yeah, 50, he starts stuff sometimes, but he has his reasons. Like if you look at the record, New York, Ja Rule said, "I'm on fire," trying to get at Lloyd Banks. You know what I mean? And Jadakiss and Fat Joe was on it, getting at us subliminally. But 50 made the return record, Piggy Bank, and basically that was his record getting back at him. Yeah, 50 sometimes he gets loose, but you know what I'm saying? I'm the type of dude. Let me ask you something. You got a brother or sister? You got a brother and your sister, right? Now, if your sister walks around, because this girl's like this in every hood, you know who you are. Your sister might walk around and start trouble because she got 2 big brothers at home. She might go around and tell, I'll fuck you up. My brothers will fuck you up. And she might be in the wrong. But if your sister spits on somebody and smacks a dude, and then the dude want to fight, and then the dude smack her back, you don't care if she's right or wrong. If your brother's going around starting trouble, at the end of the day, you don't care if he's right or wrong, because that's your brother. That's your sister. Later on in the house, you might say, yo, you need to stop starting trouble. But if somebody touches sister, Halo, you going to flip out. Know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. 50's my brother. At the end of the day, I don't care if he's right or wrong. Most of the times he's right. But if he's right or wrong, it doesn't make a fucking difference to me, because that's family. That's family stuff. And anybody in this room could co-sign that. You know what I mean? And you know how that is.
That's cool, man. That's cool. That's loyalty right there. Yeah. Why don't you just promote the album? Let them know who's on it, who's producing it. What people can expect from the album.
Well, on the album, I got Eminem spitting on my joint. I got Obi Trice. Get a good look at this piece too. Nice loose diamonds in there. Yo, I got Eminem. I got Dr. Dre. I got Lloyd Banks, Young Buck, the First Lady of G-Unit, Olivia, 50 Curtis and the Scope Jackson. I got him. I got Jagged Edge. I got Joe. I got Spider Loc from the West Side. You know what time it is. I got Cocaine from the West Side. And as producers, I got Havoc, Dr. Dre, Eminem, Focus, Sam Snead. I got all kinds of snacks on there for you, man. I got a lot of new dudes too, man, because, you know, I take beats from anybody. I got this guy waiting on me. Play me some beats too. Might hear that on the next album or something. Hope you got some fire over there, man. And, you know, basically, you know, say the best for last. Thoughts of a Predicate Felon, man. The album's a classic. You know, when I hear 50 compare it to Get Rich or Die Trying, that's what amped me up. You know what I mean? When I first came home of house arrest, I had a hard time because, you know, I was stressed out. I was in the house. I had to be in. Only thing that saved my life was the women. You know, having sex, you know, all the time. And basically, you know, a dude is happy. Thoughts of a Predicate Felon, July 12th. I put a lot of work into this, man. Worked a long time. You know what I mean? Right now I'm on the Bay Area, so I got the shirt on. Bay Area, stand up. You know what time it is, you know what I mean? Rest in peace to Mac Dre, too, man. For real, I hear a lot of people talking about him out here, so I got to pick up that album before we leave out of here. You know what I mean? It's a legend out here, man. I respect. Real recognize real, man. Dudes will tell me he's a real dude. You know? Maybe G need to sign a Bay Area rapper, right? Definitely. What you think about it?
I mean, I'm just saying, Bay Area hip-hop is...
Who you think is the hottest dude out here? You tell me. I'm interviewing you now.
Oh man, let's see. Put me on the spot. I mean, there's a lot of different. I mean, I'm into the underground. Say I can give props to the team. I can give props to Zion. I can give props to Quantum Cast. I can give props to Hieroglyphics. I can give props to, you know, my man say the hottest.
Who the hottest out here besides Mac Dre? Because I hear everybody say Mac Dre and E40.
Okay.
He's the hottest dudes out here too.
The hottest. Okay, my man saying kick the snake. Let's see. God. The hottest, man. I'm gonna go with Hieroglyphics as a crew though, man. They've been my favorite since day one. So, have you heard of Hieroglyphics though?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, Souls of Mischief, Pep Love, Domino, Opio, Tajay. They're a big crew out here. Hieroglyphics, they're independently doing it. That's definitely one of the guys you should check out. You know what I'm saying?
Bay Area artists, man. You know, when we get off of the TV show, I give the number out to the unit office. I would like to see a rapper from the Bay Area make it big. What I'm talking about, because I hear there's a lot of rappers out here that you don't really hear about in New York City. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'll give you the number and stuff, and, you know, we could plug in, send your demos there. I'm not going to say it over the TV, though.